Howdy! This is that crusty old biker from the Hogtide Rising Channel, and I want to thank you all for taking some time out of your busy day to join me here. If you're a subscriber, well, thank you very much. And if you're not, but you like what you see and you like what you hear, please hit the like and share buttons below. And if you want to see more biker-oriented content on this channel, well, please hit the subscribe button below. All right, here we are, back again. This is Jim Powers, that crusty old biker on the Hogtide Rising Channel, and sitting here in the living room of Nathan Olson and his wife Jennifer, who's out of frame. And we're going to talk about motorcycles. As we've talked in earlier segments, we've talked about how we got to know each other. We're both survivors of motor vehicle accidents. We both lost our left leg. Gear shifting side above the knee. We're both passionate motorcycles, and that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk in this segment. We're going to talk about motorcycles, and we're going to talk about our passion for motorcycles. So Nathan, you told me earlier that you had your dream bike, and that you were riding your dream bike when you were involved in the accident, and now that dream bike is totally destroyed. So tell me a little bit about your dream bike.
I had a Honda Fury 2012. It was like a kind of a metallic lighter blue color, 1300 cc's, which is the biggest bike I've ever ridden. I started on a 750 Yamaha. Ended up with a 750 Kawasaki, and then now with the Honda Fury, it was, ABS brakes. It's got all of the water cooled, everything. In kind of very nice ride, very large back tire, which made turning a little bit different feel than a narrow rear tire. But just loved it, like my favorite bike, and I just couldn't ride enough with that thing. It was like, to go to the corner store to get a jug of milk, I'll take the bike, right? We've got a couple other vehicles, but yeah, we kind of hit that age where our kids are getting older, and you're trying to find things that you can do with your wife. We ended up getting her a Kawasaki Vulcan S, a 650, like a cafe racer, which is her favorite bike that she liked. So now we both start riding, right? We're hitting that age. I'm 47. My wife's pretty close to that age, and our kids are, we're grandparents now. Actually, we have 2 grandkids, and as the kids can take care of themselves, so we kind of looked at this as like something we could do into retirement, or just kind of cruise around and be able to just have fun, and we both love it. I've been riding for 25 years, never put a bike down. I think I've got maybe 1 or 2 speeding tickets in that whole time. Very cautious driver. My wife, she's had her license for a long time, but just got her bike within the last year, kind of year and a half here, and she's got that renewed passion that I had like 25 years ago. And so like when I'm coming home going, yeah, that was a good day of riding, she's like, all right, let's go back out again. So like she's putting a lot more kilometers on than I am even, and I'm going to work, and she's showing me pictures of beautiful places while I'm at work, and she's just driving around. So I'm like jealous, but yeah, just love riding. It's hard to explain to somebody that likes driving cars. It's just, it's more than you're just sitting there and steering a wheel. You're leaning into it. Your weather's all around you. You're just encompassed in nature. I like the saying. There's a saying about motorcycles. They're extremely enjoyable, but extremely unforgiving, and yeah, and that's why I've always been such a cautious rider. It's to get in an accident, for me, it was such a surreal thing because I don't remember anything of it, and I just woke up in a hospital 3 days later to being told, "Hey, you've lost your leg," and I'm like, "What? You're in an accident." I'm like, my first thought was like maybe I caused one, but no, and so I was like, I was just glad that nothing negative came out of that, and but yeah, only 10 weeks out of the accident now, I'm like, looking at, well, what am I going to do to ride next, right? I'm sure you're looking at something I don't know what you're riding right now, or if you need a shifter. Or...
Well, my riding style is a little different than yours. You are more, I guess, of a boulevard cruiser, and whereas I was a high miler and a tourer. Though I didn't ride a touring bike. In 2012, I bought a brand new Harley Davidson Fat Boy Low, and hadn't ridden for years. I hadn't ridden since the 80s, really. But I took a course. I got back into motorcycling. I went and took a course in Calgary riding around at 250 cc's. It was funny. I would ride to the training course on my big Harley, and then I'd get onto a 250 for the training. But once I got going, I was riding. I do rallies and I do motorcycle campgrounds. I would spend all of July and all of August on the road, never come home, never do anything. I just tour. So I would be doing like 10,000 kilometers every month. In 7 years that I had the bike, I put 126,000 kilometers on it. So my plan is to get back. Definitely, that's what's driving me, and that's why I have recovered as quickly, is I have a driving passion to get back on the road, back in the wind. Now, I can't do it on two wheels, not for the style of riding that I do. So I realize that a trike is my option, and I'm looking to get myself a Harley Davidson Tri-Glide. It's going to be entirely different. I'm going to have fairings, and I'm going to have infotainment centers and all that kind of stuff, but I've earned the right. So what are you looking at?
Well, probably something similar. I know that when you start looking at trikes, it's a lot about stability and the fact that you can stop at a light without having to put your legs down for keeping the bike vertical. And yeah, definitely. We had looked at like the Can-Ams and the Spiders and was it Riker, I think it's called, and then we just went down to the Barnes in Victoria, the Harley dealer, and just kind of looked at it and thought, the nice thing about those is what I thought was when you're sitting on the seat and you're looking forward, all you see is like looks like a regular bike at the front, right? Like you don't see your back end two wheels that are supporting you, and I kind of like that because that's that open feeling that drew me to being a motorcycle rider in the first place. The fact that I could be like open in the air and just seeing nature and some of these beautiful runs that we have on the island. We were heading out to Port Renfrew and you're seeing all the trees and the rivers, and it's just gorgeous, right? And it's amazing. It's kind of one of those things where you just, once you get it, you get it, and if you never got it, I don't think you ever will. I just don't think. It's a tough one, right? Those who like it a lot, right?
You're going to find it different on a trike. You don't counter steer. You don't lean into the corners. But I'll tell you, I've seen videos of people doing power slides on a trike, and you sure can't do that on two wheels. So you'll find on a trike, you kind of let off, you roll off on the throttle, you go into the corner, you hit the apex of the corner, and then you roll on, and the bike just shoots out. It's quite the feeling. It's different, but you'll see why some people, once they've been on a trike, they absolutely love it. But the main thing of it is as you said, that's perfect. In front of you, you're looking, and the handlebars, the tank, everything is just like it was on a conventional two-wheel bike. You're on a motorcycle, there's only one wheel in front of you, and you're in the wind. And that's what's important to those of us who are committed to the riding lifestyle, is being in the wind. It's the freedom, and it's riding through the environment, in the environment rather than just passing through it. You smell everything, you see everything, you hear everything. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to wrap it up now. We will be back. So make sure you come back and catch the next segment. I'm sure you'll find it interesting, and we'll see you then. So once again, I sure appreciate you taking the time to join me and my new friend Nathan on the Hogtide Rising Channel as we talk. This is Survivors in Conversation. We are survivors of traumatic motor vehicle accidents, motorcyclists. We're adapting to it. We're learning how to adapt to the new normal. So thank you for joining us. Now, if you like what you see on this channel, please hit the like and the share buttons below. If you have a comment, if you have something you want to ask me about the content of this video, there's a comment section below. As I mentioned, like and share below. If you want to subscribe to the Hogtide Rising channel so that you can be warned in advance when I'm bringing out videos. I publish a video every Wednesday, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time in the evening. Subscriptions are nice, but once again, thank you very much. So this is Jim Powers, that crusty old biker on the Hogtide Rising channel, and I'm signing off for now.